Mental Fox here with more Avowed. This is a really good looking game. I think so anyway. Here's where we are on the map. Right up here by the fortified Zorup camp. We cleared it out in the last episode. We're going north here to Shatterscarp because we have to. Look, there's an alligator there. Look at that. We have to do it. We have to. Don't worry. We will come back to Emerald Stair at some point to finish up the questing there. But for now, we are in a time crunch, or the game would have us believe that anyway. We, let's see. Well, I don't see anything about, yeah, if you help her beat the Inquisitor to her destination, right there. That's, I mean, like I said before, I'm sure the game is, there's not really a time limit, but to my character there is. We need to beat the Inquisitor to the destination. That's why we are rushing off to Shatterscarp. All of these quests that remain in Emerald Stair will be completed at a later date. Pretty sure I went through there before. So yeah, we're going north, and we're getting ready to head further north than we've ever been in Emerald Stair. It's hard to say what we're going to come across as we go this way. We're just going to drop down here and maybe break an ankle or something. Oh, we're fine. Good. There's a bridge or some kind of structure out here. This is getting interesting, huh? Oh, what is this? Oh, this must be the way to Shatterscarp. Yes, interesting sound effects here. I'm not sure what to make of these sound effects. I don't know if I want to walk in this swampy water. It's like a bridge over there. Is there a way that we can make this walk without getting our boots wet? I mean, I know it doesn't make any difference game-wise, but gives an excuse to walk over there. There's something. Look at that. Look at that. Right there. Oh, look at that. There's a couple of specters over there, looks like. Well, it looks like we're going to get our boots wet no matter what, huh? Over there's a camp, the Sunken Village camp. Actually, you can kind of see the land masses here. Huh. All right, I'm going to go back this way. We're going to get our boots wet. We may as well spend the least amount of time that we can in this murky water.
Yeah.
Oh, boots are still dry. Ah, we have discovered the Shatterscarp Gatehouse Beacon. Looks like there's, oh.
I'd like a word.
Oh.
What happened here?
You heard the captain over there wants to speak with us. The captain of this, is it the captain of the Steel Garrote? Talk to Aelfyr. Aelfyr has blocked your way to Shatterscarp. You won't be able to proceed until you've spoken with her. All right, well, maybe I'll speak with her. Maybe I won't. No. Pretty sure I have to speak with her. The game says as much. Oh my, what happened? What did happen here? What is this? Oh.
A moment of your time, if you please. From one Adiran to another.
Captain Aelfyr, what are you doing here? I thought the Steel Garrote would be reveling in Fjord's destruction. I don't have a moment to spare, or just cross your arms. I'm just going to cross my arms.
The Inquisitor warned me about this rebellious temperament of yours.
Oh.
So, did you enjoy our little bonfire? Inquisitor Ludwig was pleased with our efficiency.
You irredeemable fucking swine!
Keep her on a tight leash. No need for this to get out of hand.
No need for this to get out of hand. You torched an entire city and called it a bonfire. What is wrong with you? Are you responsible for the burning of Fior Messeverno? I think we already know the answer to that. You attacked a sovereign settlement. The court of Adir will hear about it. I would have enjoyed some advance notice. Jada, stay close, or what happened here? Yeah, the court's going to hear about this. You attacked a sovereign settlement. The court of Adir will hear of it.
We'll see about that. Believe it or not, the Steel Garrote owe you an apology on behalf of Inquisitor Ludwin.
Bring us her severed head and I'll consider it.
That temperament of yours is exactly the problem she's trying to solve. Our attack came together in haste. You should have been informed, and I regret the oversight.
That's why I should have been. That's why I can't talk. That's why I'm owed an apology. Why did you burn the city? Or that doesn't excuse anything you've done. Yeah, that's no excuse for what you've done.
Doesn't it? One way or another, Fior Messeverno was always going to burn. Weak government, chaotic farming, dangerous research. They never had a chance.
What right do you have to cast judgment on us?
As the future caretakers of the living lands, we do only what is necessary. Fior Messeverno's reliance on animancy and stubborn individualism has done nothing but drag the living lands down with them.
I came to help the living lands, not to condemn it. You know nothing of these people. Their fate was not yours to decide, or just remain silent. I mean, yeah, I came to help the living lands, not to condemn it.
Help takes many forms. Look, I'm only telling you this because you deserve to know Ludwin's intentions for the living lands. If Heelgard cannot maintain a grip on the living lands, then the Steel Garrote will simply take it from him. You see, the Steel Garrote answer to the burned queen, not your floundering empire. And we will break from Adir if that's what it takes.
That is interesting information. The Emperor will hear of what you've done. Why are you telling me this, or you're insane? Why are you telling me this? Are you, like, hoping I'm going to join you or something?
Because we have one thing in common. Inquisitor Ludwin sees something in you, Envoy. She wants to cultivate your potential, as she did mine. You don't want to get between her and the fate of the living land, so let this serve as a warning. Our grasp on this island is going to tighten, even if it costs us allies along the way. Acceptable losses. What you do with this information is up to you. Either way, Emerald Stair is just the beginning.
Ludwin and the Steel Garrote are making a grave error. Are we done here? I'll keep that in mind. Or you didn't come all this way just to explain yourself. Why are you really here? This is not why you came all this way.
Perceptive. Maybe Ludwin was right about you. Before I let you go, a little bird sang in my ear that you're going to Shatterscarp.
You don't have to answer that.
Of course, that would have been impossible with these meddlesome rangers in the way.
You didn't.
I took the liberty of removing them. It's a shame, really. Honorable folk to the last.
How did you know I'm going to Shatterscarp? The Steel Garrote have gone too far again, or did Ludwin give the order? I think I know what the answer to this is, but did Ludwin give the order?
Ludwin told me to open a path for you by any means necessary, and that's exactly what I did. When you arrive in Shatterscarp, give this letter to Temerty. Compliments of the Inquisitor. No need to keep you any longer. Let's hope our next meeting is under more favorable circumstances.
Oh my gosh. I won't hold my breath. Tell Ludwin I've got my eye on her. Despite what happened here, I'm optimistic, or attack. You're not walking away from this. Oh my gosh, that's what I want to do. I just want to attack. That's what I mean, that's what I really want to do. Would we live through it? How would it change the story going forward? I have no intention of siding with the Steel Garrote or Inquisitor Ludwin at all. None. Zero. There's nothing that can happen that will change my mind at this point. Let's have a little bit of fun, man. You're not walking away from this. We're going to attack.
You know, there's a depraved part of me that was hoping you'd make this interesting.
Let's make this a battle to remember.
Yeah.
Sorry it'll be over so quickly then.
Okay, here we go. She's just standing there. Oh, here she comes. This guy's gonna come over here like, oh, don't you hurt my boss. She's coming over.
One for you!
He's just swinging. She's hitting hard. Okay. Hold still, you. Oh, I think I told the wrong person. Hey, you quit healing people. Stop it. What's going on here? She's just standing there. You know what? Keep her busy there, guy. Whoops. Shoot her again, dude. Yeah. Hold still. Hold it right there. Yeah, I gotta hold her in place. I think we might win this. Although I just saw a ton of people show up on the side of the screen there. I mean, if you're just gonna stand there... Whoops. Whoops. She's dead, yes! Let's go take care of the rest of them. Oh, there's a healer over there. Oh! Get away from me, you. Hey, you, no. Get away from me. Oh, crap. There's a bunch of them coming now. I'm gonna get this healer here. Try to, anyway. Okay, they're down. You hold still. Oh, I don't know who I just froze, but it wasn't who I wanted to freeze. Jada's dead. I'd like to get Giada back in action. Where is she? Boy, she's kind of in the middle of everything. Where is she? Oh, here comes this guy. Oh, nope, don't hit me. Okay, let's get some food in our belly. This guy actually has a gun. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get to Giada, unfortunately. Ouch. Oh gosh, you know, with Giada out of the action, she's not serving as a distraction. Doggone it. I don't think I'm gonna survive, and I'm gonna have to do this freaking fight again. Oh, here she is. Just back up. That's actually very helpful. Oh, doggone it. Oh, man. I was just trying so hard to just resuscitate Giada. Oh, now I have to do this fight again. Doggone it. Oh, man. Shoot. Oh, doggone it. I say again and again.
We've got company. Careful, to the left. Faster, I say.
Get a healer over here. Oh, jeez. Oh, Pete, man. They're hitting me hard. Quick this time. I guess I better take a potion. Get away from me, stupid. Oh, okay, sometimes I try to shoot and I don't shoot. I don't understand why not. Not sure what happens there. Shoot. Quit healing. Stop healing people. See, that time right then I shot my arrow and it didn't really do much. Okay. Oh. You hold her right there. See, that time, nothing happened. Didn't shoot my arrow, I don't know why. This guy's got some health. Man, I really feel like I could have won that battle before. Frustrating. Okay, that cleric's gone now. Where is Aelfyr? I think she's right here. Don't have any specials left. All my abilities are on cooldown. I'm gonna freeze her up again. There we go. Almost done with Captain Aelfyr. She's dead. Get rid of this soldier. He's dead. Footman over here. I'm going to get some food in my belly here. Oh, doggone it. I guess I'll just do essence. These guys take a beating. Oh crap! Oh, he's getting healed up. Who's healing? Is it you? Gotta get this guy. Sorcerer's down, I believe. A fanatic. This fanatic hits hard. He's down. See, Giada's not doing anything right now. He's a wizard. Yeah, this is where you can see that the AI isn't that great. A lot of people are just standing around at the moment. Look at them all. Look, just take a look at the screen right now. He's just standing over there. She's just standing there. He's over here doing nothing. So if I could just keep him from moving around, we should be able to finish this fight off here.
What's the target?
Right there, right in front of you. Look at this. Look at this guy right here, just standing there. Look. Look at this. At least Kai's doing something. All right. Well,
You've got better aim than a sharpshooter, Giada.
I would have liked to have done that in one attempt instead of two. Ooh, some Stelgar leather exceptional upgrade material. Captain Aelfyr has some Death Knight gloves, garnet, golden scaling, exceptional scale armor, and an exceptional greatsword. So we have just made an enemy in Ludwin, no doubt. Death Knight gloves. Minus 10% stamina cost while blocking. Rimmergon's touch plus 15% frost damage. The chill radiating from this coal-black armor is like a kiss from beyond the grave. These reinforced gauntlets allow the wearer to block incoming attacks with minimal effort, and though they frigid metal may cause numbness in the fingers, they are a cryomancer's best friend. The deathly aura emanating from the gauntlets vastly empowers the potency of the wearer's frost magic. I don't even know if I saw Aelfyr do any frost magic in that entire fight. But maybe she did. I just didn't notice it. So, what do you think? Did I just make a big mistake? Would you have done the same thing in my shoes? Did you do the same thing in your playthrough? She had to pay. I mean, Giada was standing right there. You know, I needed to show Giada that I was on her side. I needed to show Giada that I was just as upset as she is. You know, I think we really solidified our alliance with Giada. Not that we needed to. We were already allied with her anyway. But, How could I stand there and talk to that woman, especially when she's like, "Oh, the Inquisitor told me to clear a path for you. You're welcome." You know, I mean, I couldn't stand there and have that woman talk to us like that with Giada standing there. Here's a note, a little warning. To all rangers stationed in the perimeter fort, you must report to a superior officer before leaving the fort, whether on patrol, for personal reasons, or literally anything at all. Similarly, you must also report to a superior officer whenever coming back. It's not that difficult, everyone. This swamp is a dangerous place. We don't need to add worry about everyone's well-being on top of all the other issues we are constantly managing. Failure to report in or out to a superior officer will result in latrine duty on a night when a triple helping of beans accidentally made it into the stew. Nice. Let's see here. In the chest, we'll get ourselves some silver fenning, steel chunk, tanned hide, awakened wood. And, well, I mean, we might as well take this stuff. Nope. Whoa. Oh. Kai, calm down. Kai. Calm down. Calm down. It's okay. It's going to be okay. I know you're mad. I know you're mad about Fior Massaverno. I know you're mad about it, man. Just calm down. He was throwing a temper tantrum. So we got a walkway up there. And then back here we have yeah, this is the main entrance. This is the actual gatehouse. Okay. Yeah, let's see where these side places go before we go in the main entrance. Let's see, where are we on the map? Yep, sure enough, we're way up here. Okay. Captain Aelfyr talking to me like that right in front of Giada. She deserved what she got. She got what she deserved. I mean, can my character and his companions take on the entire Steel Garrote? Steel Garrote's all like, we will break away from Adir if we have to. Not if I can help it. Won't be any Steel Garrote left. Awesome. Oh, it's not. Here we go. Here's a note. Sodden list. Though much of this note has been rendered illegible from water damage, some of it can still be made out. Need more oil for our blades. The moisture out here is terrible for them. On that note, we're actually running low on a number of supplies. Leather straps for armor upkeep. Food, anything that won't go rotten in a few days' time. Arrows and bullets. Spare animancy equipment for downtime recreation, don't ask. Soap. For the love of all the gods, soap. More soap than you have, we need all of it. I know I'm asking for a lot, but anything you can provide would be... The rest of the page is waterlogged. Missing. Ooh, hey, look. Here's a lockbox. Silver fenning, hardwood branch, tanned hide, awakened wood. That is... Is this a table? At eye length? Or eye height? Yeah. Is that what that is? Bunch of strangle root here, kind of helping to fortify this barrier. She don't need no ladder. She'll just jump down. Well, I'm curious as to what, if anything, is over here, so let's go take a quick look. Huh. Check this out. Ah. So had we come this way in the first place, we wouldn't have been able to get through because this is barred. But we will unbar it to allow safe passage to anyone who comes after us. So we've definitely made an enemy out of Ludwin now. But I didn't want to be on her side anyway. However, she may be sending more Steel Garrote at us. That could be a problem. Yes, I'm kind of glad we're here at night. It looks neat. Well, cheers. Shatterscarp we go. I mean, why did Aelfyr think we needed to clear out the Rangers?
Looking for answers. And now we're leaving with more questions. How do we fight the Dream Scourge? What can we do about Sapadal? And where is the garden? Not to mention, why the Steel Garrote burned my fucking home to the ground.
Ludwin believes Fiormes Averno was a danger to the living lands. What they did was inexcusable and unforgivable. I'm so sorry. What they did was inexcusable and unforgivable. They will pay.
I'm glad you think so. Because right now you're the only Adairan whose opinion matters to me. I will not forget Fiormes Averno. Everything it was, and everything it could have been. And I will never forgive. Never.
So on top of the Dream Scourge rotting your fields and turning kith and beast alike into monsters, now we've got a Deathguard Inquisitor and the Steel Garrote dogging our steps. Do you think Ludwin will try something similar in Thirdborn?
Not necessarily. She's lost the element of surprise. What can you tell me about Thirdborn, Kai? I need to speak with Ludwin. Maybe she'll listen to reason. If she does, we'll be ready for her. I mean, I want to say both of these. But to answer his question, not necessarily. She's lost the element of surprise.
I hope you're right. Thirdborners are tough by nature. More than a few have seen their share of battle. Lots of Rawatayans, scramble routes with no prospects back home, washouts from military or mercenary life, sailors in search of steady ground. Add to that a motley assortment of pirates, free spirits, and people who like living under the loosest grasp of the law, and you've got Thirdborn. But rumor has it something's amiss in Shatterscarp. Strange dreams, disappearances, people wandering into the desert and never returning, or coming back, changed.
Sounds a little bit like the Dream Scourge.
That's what I'm afraid of.
At least that tells us we're on the right track. This Dream Scourge is one of the weirdest things I've ever tried to hunt.
We can't let the hunter become the hunted. With any luck, we'll find a way to the garden. What do you know about Thirdborn, Marius? The only question is, what happens when we find what we're looking for? Well, what do you know about Thirdborn, Marius?
Town full of survivors. Anyone who decides to stake out a life in Shatterscarp isn't someone you want to mess with. Good enough people, though. And generally less likely to rob you or bore you to sleep than other places we've been.
Everything we learned in Nakutadek points us to the garden. Thirdborn is just a stepping stone. But we don't know anything about the garden. It could be a myth or a metaphor. Whatever the garden is or isn't, it's our only lead. We find the garden, we find the Dream Scourge.
Yatsli believes the answer lies in another godless ruin, Nakakubal. We'll find the garden, even if we have to use process of elimination, or Sapadal didn't exactly give us a compass bearing. Well, Yatsli believes the answer lies in another godless ruin, Nakakubal.
Yatsli is a master of the unknown and the unknowable. No mystery eludes her for long. If there is a path to the garden, Yatsli can lead us to it. I'd follow her anywhere.
Or maybe that god poking around your soul could give us directions.
Ask for directions. Why didn't I think of that? Kai, that's brilliant. Whatever Sapadal tells us will be filtered through a lot of metaphysical noise, but it couldn't hurt to try.
Sure, let's do it. Yeah, let's do it.
This is so exciting. Sapadal? It's Giada. Giada Castel. If you're listening, could you please tell us more about the garden?
Castel. Why does this name sing to us? A voice through murky water. The garden stifles the notes we cannot reach. The branches bind.
Did you get anything?
Not much, just that they're definitely trapped in the garden. For a moment, it seemed like Sapidal recognized you. We could lie and say Sapidal said the real garden is the friends we make along the way. Okay. I kind of want to say that just to see the reaction. Nothing worth repeating. For a moment there, it seemed like Sapidal recognized you.
What? No. They must have confused me with someone else. Clearly your link to Sapidal isn't as strong as it was in Naku Tadek. But I'll take it over nothing.
Does anyone else want to ask Sapidal a question?
I'll pass. I've heard too many ghost stories that start this way.
Right. If I wanted to waste time, that's what I carry a flute for.
Just me then. Really? No one else has a question for the god of the living lands? Fascinating.
So let me see if I got this straight. We're looking for the garden, which might not exist. Our best lead is Yatsley, an eccentric scholar who's gone ahead to Thirdborn, where the Dream Scourge may be ravaging.
Don't look at me. I was fine going back to Paradise.
I wouldn't even attempt what we're doing with anyone but you three. This is our chance to finally get some answers. Be ready for anything. I know it's a lot, but this is the next step. We have to take it. Oh, I wouldn't even attempt what we're doing with anyone but you three.
Stop. You're aggravating my ulcer.
Listen, I hate to ask this, but while we're in Shatterscarp, there's something I need to do. Something I owe Tama. There's an old battlefield near some Pogrunan ruins. Area called the Shark's Teeth. Tama lost his badge there. I need to get it.
We'll go. Are you sure you want to go back there, or you know I can't promise anything? Are you sure you want to go back there?
Not a bit. For all I know, it's long gone anyway.
Better to keep moving forward, Kai. What's lost is lost.
Get some rest. Sleep is good for the soul. Maybe this doesn't need to be said, but I don't blame you for what happened to Fior Missivernal. I just wanted you to know.
Aw. I'm beginning to question what the Empire is doing in the Living Lands. These were my people. I should have seen it coming, or the Steel Garrote only hastened the inevitable. I don't really like any of these. I'm beginning to question what the Empire is doing in the Living Lands. Just now beginning. These were my people. I should have seen it coming. I like to think that our character sees the good in people. The Steel Garrote only hastened the inevitable. I don't think it was inevitable. I don't know. I'm beginning to question what the Empire is doing in the Living Lands.
No need to question it anymore. They've made their intentions clear. I'll get the bastards who did this. One way or another, I'll make them pay.
Sleep well. We've got a long road ahead.
Okay. Long road ahead. Let's take a look at our quest list, see what's changed. Path to the Garden, reach Thirdborn with the events of Fior behind you. You now seek an audience with Yatsley, the Orlan Wizard, and Godless Scholar. She asked to meet you in Thirdborn, a settlement in the southern end of Shatterscarp. The two of you intend to explore Naku Kubal, a godless ruin that might hold the secret to the garden's location. Captain Aelfyr of the Steel Garrote also gave you a letter to deliver to Temerty, the leader of Thirdborn. Yeah. Battle Scars has been updated here, this companion quest. Find Tama's badge in Shatterscarp. Tama lost his edge in battle. Oh, his did I say edge? Tama lost his badge in battle in the Shark's Teeth. Kai wants to retrieve it. And, yeah, we could turn off the Emerald Stair quests and turn off the Dawn Shore quests for now, I guess. Just leave the main story turned on. Shall we look at the map? Okay, well, we're just seeing a big map of the Living Lands, so we don't get to see Shatterscarp yet. It's disappointing. Yeah, anything you want to talk about, Jada?
Good evening.
Oh, you're awful cheery. So do you know any local history about Shatterscarp?
I'm afraid not. I've spent a little time in Dawnshore, but this place is a mystery to me. It's good to be somewhere different. Somewhere I can build new memories. Whenever I'm reminded of how big this island really is, it makes my problems feel smaller.
Okay. Well, I wanted to ask about you.
What do you want to know?
Well, I guess that's about it then. All right, get some rest.
Thanks for talking.
Marius.
Right. Give me a minute. There's a lot going on right now.
Okay. You seem, we could say, do you know the way to Shatterscarp? You seem nervous. Is there something you're not telling me? Or we have a clear direction. There's a garden somewhere, and we're going to get there. You seem a little nervous, dude. What's up?
It's okay to be nervous.
Growing up, I heard stories of a garden in the center of the living lands. I thought they were just stories. No one living had ever gone there. But we were just supposed to protect it.
Do you know the way to the garden? What do you know about the garden? Protect it, how? Or who was supposed to protect the garden? The Pargrunen? What do you mean by protect it? Protect it how?
No idea. The sea of acid surrounding it seems like a lot of protection to me. Nandru's the only one who went to the garden and made it back. Which is interesting because you kind of look like him.
Nandru? Who is Nandru? I was going to go to my dialogue here. Who is Nandru? How do I look like this Nandru? He must have been one good-looking fellow, or you look like the dirty part of an ogre's backside. Okay, that's just rude. Who is Nandru?
Founder of Solace. Lived centuries ago. More or less the biggest hero in Galawain's tusks. You have the same kind of face things from what I've seen. You know, the, fungus stuff.
That explains why you've been looking at me funny. So Nandru was a godlike of Sappadal? Why didn't you tell me you knew of someone else like me? Or this has to be a coincidence or a misreading of a legend. Yeah, why are you just now telling me this?
Didn't seem relevant. I started following you at first because I thought it was a wild coincidence. There's a resemblance, sure, but no one alive has ever seen Nandru other than a few statues and descriptions and legends. And we're talking about oral legends, passed down for centuries. Who knows what's true and what's dramatic license?
Well, at least it's something. I feel like you should have told me about this sooner. You're right, it's not a very concrete lead, or do you know anything useful about this or not? I really feel like you should have told me about this sooner, dude. You know I've been trying to figure out who's godlike I am.
Maybe. After meeting you, I didn't put much significance on it. You're not Nandru, which is probably for the better.
Okay. You don't like Nandru? I don't want to be like anyone else. My path is my own. Who knows, maybe I'll go around founding settlements everywhere, or if he was a hero of Solace, I wouldn't mind being more like him. What do you mean, which is probably for the better? You don't like him?
I never met the man. Some in Solace don't seem to like him, but I never got an idea why. There's just a lot of stuff from the old times that isn't as true as we think it is. A lot changes here over centuries. Like the garden. Even if someone knew how to get there, they knew it hundreds of years ago. Who knows if the garden even exists anymore?
Do you have any other ideas? It's our only lead to finding Sappadal. You don't seem interested in finding the garden. Is this your way of protecting the garden as a Warden of Solace? I don't know, man. It's our only lead to finding Sappadal.
Not much of a lead, is it? Look, this gods and magic stuff isn't my expertise. Come find me when you need an antivenom for a windsnake bite. I need to get some rest before I get all worked up. Grab me when you're ready to go.
Okay, then. Kai?
Hey, I wanted to talk to you about what happened in Emerald Stair. I know your Emperor sent you here to represent Adir, but the Steel Garrote raising Fior has gotta make things harder for you.
And say that again. I've got a job to do I never expected would be easy. The Steel Garrote doesn't represent Adir. Well, I know that. My character knows that, but the people see him as one and the same, so there's no sense in saying that. So yeah, you could say that again.
I mean, for you, personally. The cruelty we saw, it's hard to reconcile that with the place you've called home. I just wanted to know how you're feeling about all this.
Well, if we use our perception, we could say, it sounds like you're speaking from personal experience. Or, my mission hasn't changed, feeling has no place in this. We could say, I still believe Adir could be a force for good, besides my people deserve a chance here. I'm questioning a lot right now, oaths be damned I didn't sign up for this. Or honestly, I'm still figuring that out, I don't know what to make of this yet. I mean, I kind of want to answer his question, but it does sound like you're speaking from personal experience.
Yeah, I told you about my time fighting under Rauatai's flag in the Deadfire. Seeing what we did there, what we allowed. I felt like the home I knew was changing, bit by bit, or maybe I was. Enough about me, though. I want to know about you.
Okay. Well, I don't know, man. I think I'm questioning a lot right now. Oaths be damned, I didn't sign up for this.
I hear that. Unfortunately, I don't think this situation is going to get any easier. It makes venturing through the treacherous wild seem like a relief. Anyway, I just want to check in with you. This may be your burden, but you don't have to carry it alone. What's on your mind?
Let's see. So tell me about Thomas Badge, the one we're looking for. I want to know about Shatterscarp. How did Thirdborn come to be? I've got questions about you. Well, how did Thirdborn come to be?
The story goes that a lot of the first arrivals were Rauataians without other prospects. Too low on the ladder to take over the family trade, too poor to learn another.
The Thirdborn of their families.
Exactly. Rauatai's an inhospitable environment, to say the least, so my people have a proud tradition of seeking our fortunes elsewhere. The Rauatai's got a big navy that always needs fresh blood, and there are plenty of opportunities for large, colorful mercenaries and bodyguards all over Eora.
Rauataians aren't all warriors and sell swords, or let me guess, some of them wound up here. I guess some of them wound up here, huh?
You got it. It's hard to say when Thirdborn was properly founded. It started as a convenient harbor for pirates and mercs to lie low. Bold, or desperate, fishing crews from Rauatai would follow seasonal catches out here.
That seems like a rough place to lie low, and a long way for a fishing trip, and that became a town? I don't know, it seems like a rough place to lie low.
That tells you something about the people willing to attempt it. Over time, those early arrivals built huts, a proper harbor, and walls to protect them from all the hungry things in the desert. Well, that brought in a steady trickle of veterans, ruffians, trophy hunters, and rugged eccentrics. People looking for fresh adventure, or running from the consequences of their old ones.
And far from the reach of any nation's laws, or... Well, yeah, which one were you?
Bit of both, I guess.
Well, I want to know about Shatterscarp.
Where to start? It's a huge desert full of sandy wastes, canyons, and highlands. On a clear day, you can stand at one of the overlooks to gaze straight across the Great Sand Sea and see no end to the dunes.
Ooh. Wow.
Yeah. It's dangerous and stark. A lot like Rauatai, but in a different way. Sandstorms instead of typhoons. Guess that's part of what I liked about it. Familiar, but different.
So tell me about Tama's badge, the one we're looking for.
A marker of his service to Thirdborn's defense. And something that helps his comrades identify his remains, if needed.
You always hope it won't come to that.
You hope it won't, but you know it might. It's an old Rauataian naval tradition that Thirdborn's kept alive. And another debt I owe him.
Do I have questions about you?
Should I break out the booze?
Nope, I guess that's it.
You know where to find me.
Okay, well, let's break... Oh.
Envoy when they died. Did you notice anything strange?
Strange how? Besides the part where he came back, I mean.
Disembodied voices, otherworldly visions, anything like that.
Nope. Just lots of blood and lots of shouting.
I'm trying to research near-death experiences. And as usual, I have to do everything myself.
I'm sorry, what madness are we planning now?
Don't worry. Hypothetically, anything I do will be in a lab environment with plenty of supervision.
Just remember to make good with your gods before you do.
Good thinking. I wouldn't want to meet the gods unprepared.
Take a look at our inventory here. Break down this fine wand, common wand, fine spear. I mean, I hate to get rid of this exceptional great sword, but I'm not going to use it, and we could use the parts. Fine axe. Exceptional scale armor. Oh, do I want to wear that instead of Hilda's handy hide? This gives more damage reduction and additional damage reduction, but it uses up a lot more stamina, which is surprising. Hilda's handy hide also gives us minus 10% incoming fire, frost, and shock damage, and plus 40 maximum health. This is really good. I think I'm going to stick with this. Plus, this is a unique armor. This is just regular stuff. Yeah, we'll go ahead and break this down. And then we'll go into here and see if we could do any upgrading. Our bow, we need more Admeth's wort and more petrified wood branch. Petrified wood branch, we can only craft one. Golly, man, this stuff is hard to come by. Can't craft any Admeth's wort. Really, I have no Helios Talon? That whole time I didn't pick up any Helios Talon? That doesn't sound right. Alright, well, that's all we could do. Well,
Miles,
Oh.
I've been wondering about something.
What's that?
How do we keep finding Zorops on every continent? They don't strike me as the seafaring type.
Oh, that's simple. Zarb's probably stowaway on merchant ships or ride on the back of dragons or something like that.
What if Eora was once a single landmass, and the Zorop tribes drifted apart over the years? Could that be possible?
I'm pretty sure you're overthinking it. It's like rats. You see them everywhere too, but they don't have their own navy either.
Maybe you're right. But I like my theory.
All right, time for me to end this episode. As always, I thank you guys for joining me, and I hope you join me again in the next episode.